So to start, could each of you introduce yourselves and explain your characters in Avatar: Way of Water?
I'm Bailey Bass, and I play Soraya, who is part of the Mekaina clan, the new clan introduced in Avatar: The Way of Water. She's super kind, a strong freediver, and has a big heart.
I'm Jamie Flatters. I play Nateam. He's the eldest son of Jake and Natiri. He's the character who takes on the most sort of moral compass and high virtue. Show your Lego.
Oh.
And he meets this character along the way.
The Soraya.
Thank you.
Could each of you tell me how you auditioned for the film and what you remember about meeting James Cameron for the first time?
Oh. So my brain works in a very interesting way. Someone can be like, this person won an award and they won it for this movie, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, this person won this award for the first time because of this movie. Like, my brain doesn't connect things. So I walk into the casting office in LA when we're already deep into the audition process, and I see Titanic poster, Terminator poster, and I'm like, Mama, James Cameron did all these movies, because my brain did not connect all the dots. And she's like, yes, Bailey. And when I met him, I was just like, wow, this person has accomplished so much. But because I necessarily didn't grow up with those movies, I had a disconnect, which gave me confidence. It was just like talking to any other person.
Yeah, the fact that man can have the passion and drive to gun for one film as his focal point for about 13 years is extremely impressive. That sort of commitment to the art form, I think, is extraordinary and goes even beyond the term of director. It's more than that. The French call it like realizer. And
well, he's a visionary.
That translation is nice because, to allow such a community of people, the fact that the whole world's going to see a world like this, to be a world creator is few and far between.
Okay, amazing. And where were you both when you found out you'd gotten these parts?
I was at a modeling job when I found out I got the role.
What were you modeling for?
It's a store called Burlington,
nice.
And I was in New Jersey with not good cell reception, and my mom's like, out of all days, this will be the day they get the call. And that is the day we got the call. I come out of the set looking for my mama, and I see her in the hallway, and she comes out, and she's like, you got it. And I'm like, what? And then we kind of meet in this hallway and just hug and cry, and just, it was a very beautiful, happy moment that I actually remember vividly.
Yeah, that's sort of the best part, isn't it? Being able to.
You were at home.
Sorry, yes. Thank you for getting us back on track. I was at home. My agent was calling, knew what call it was for, decided not to pick up because I needed to talk to myself first and be like, it's cool if you don't get this, life goes on, you're all good. And got it, and my older brother was upstairs playing like World of Warcraft or like Skyrim or something, and I was like, yeah, bro, I got this, I got Avatar, and he was like, oh, bro, that's kind of cool still. I was like, yeah, kind of cool, and we were like, and he went, and we were like, yeah.
Playing it down modestly. What initially drew each of you to acting?
I knew from ever that I wanted to be an actor. I have been modeling since I was 2.5, so I've been in the entertainment industry surrounded by cameras and adults since I was very young. And since preschool, if someone asked me, what would you want to be when you grow up, an actor was always the constant answer.
I share that sentiment because, I don't remember wanting to be an actor. It was always there and formulated through, playing as a child, playing like weird fantasy games in the playground at school and still wanting to be.
When did you stop playing fantasy games?
Well, that's the argument because it just shifted into weirder realms of just talking to yourself out loud.
And I wonder if that's why we love doing such massive things like this, because we love playtime and creativity and being able to imagine.
Maybe we're getting too sentimental with Disney.
Yeah, Disney. Okay.
But this comedian died called
Norm
Macdonald,
that is.
And he always used to do this thing, is like the only victory you have over like mundane experiences to play with it, and that's where courage comes in. So we should go home.
Jamie, what can you tell us about Nateam and his role in the family? And how would you describe his relationships with his siblings and his parents?
Natayam is the eldest son, so he takes on a moral responsibility of wanting to try and protect his siblings the way his parents would, and there's a lot of them, and they have a wide willingness to explore, so they need help containing such energies of wandering into the wilderness. Yeah, it's a pleasure of a part to play. The dynamics are interesting.
Lovely. And then Bailey, what can you tell us about Sadea and her relationship with her brothers and parents?
Sadea is the youngest, well, Renal's pregnant, so I guess she becomes the middle child of the Metkayina, I guess, royal family, for lack of a better metaphor, and she is daughter to Tonawari and Renal. She has a very big heart and is extremely kind. Her and her brother Aunung they have different ideas of life, so their dynamic changes, but overall the family center, and I think all of the Natvi center is taking care of one another.
All right, lovely. And then just one last question. What was it like working amongst such experienced actors, and did you have any questions for them? And also, what did you learn working aside them?
I think it was very... I'm very grateful to have acted opposite such talented and dedicated actors that were so giving to their craft and giving to their other actors. You know, we're kids. They could have easily given their all in a portion of the scene that was important for them and then just slacked off, barely memorized their lines, and just gave whatever else to us, but they never did that. It was an immersive experience on set because of their performances and their dedication, and I'm very grateful to have had that experience.